Alrighty, hello and welcome everybody to this fantastic dinosaur action Magic the Gathering Explorer format best of 3, just in case you were a little bit confused with that title, but I just wanted a nice impactful word to go along with, I think, that pretty fantastic thumbnail that it turned out. I'm quite excited. Going back to the base white, just to have some nice contrast. I've used it probably about a year ago now, and it really it does the trick, I think. Hopefully all you guys are well, and hopefully tonight is going to be an absolute massacre, featuring the art of the thumbnail here, Morog, Fury of the Akoum. Each creature you control gets +1/+0 for each time it has attacked this turn. Oftentimes that's just going to read as each creature you control gets +1/+0 pretty much. The idea of this deck is to attack with as much stuff as possible. Oftentimes that's the case, but not always. Some of the dinos and other creatures are a little bit too small. However, I face a lot of mono green devotion, and I've seen other people use this, not in a dinosaur deck of course, but I want to continue testing out, feeling out Magmatic Chasm. Creatures without flying can't block. So, Huntmaster is a creature. It gets powered up by Morog. Domri, of course, gives +1/+0. We got Drover of the Mighty because, well, sometimes it's just a lot of ramp. This dies pretty easily, but it lines up with everything I want to do. It's ramp, it's a creature. Sometimes it's going to be a 4/3 with Domri or 5/3. I wouldn't need a whole lot of creatures to finish off the opponent, and that is the main thing here. Hopefully I've dealt a little bit of damage, taken him down again to 15, 14, something like that. Drop Morog and boom, off to the races. And if we ever draw a land, we can attack with all the creatures, play the land in the second main phase, and then that's how you actually get Morog's other part. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, if it's your main phase, there's an additional combat phase after this phase. At the beginning of that combat, untap all creatures you control. So if you play it in your first main phase, the land, you kind of get that extra combat, but the creatures are attacking first, and then it goes to the next regular combat, and they don't untap because they're already tapped. Basically, you just play the land, play your land for the turn. In your second main phase, with Morog out, you're good to go. Draw a land, second main phase. Nice and simple. And that's going to maybe make the opponent concede right there, potentially. We'll have to find out. Hopefully it happens at least once tonight. Otherwise, it's pretty simple. It's not a whole lot of interaction. It's Rampaging Ferocidon. Menace. Players can't gain life. Either angels or... angels or incidental life gain. And whenever another creature enters the battlefield, Rampaging Ferocidon deals 1 damage to that creature's controller. Sometimes that really adds up. If we've taken them low enough, they may not want to play creatures, or that pinging will get them just low enough for a lethal swing next turn. I have enough total power to go Magmatic Chasm, boom. Mono green devotion. All their creatures are on the ground. Rakdos mid-range. Mono white humans, although those are probably a little bit too fast. We'll see. I just like this. I face mono green a lot. Pretty much the best deck. One of the best decks, although there's nothing that can really certainly be the best. It's just more what people are playing the most, I would say. Cut, how's it going? Yes, long time no see. Hey, that's all right. Yes, definitely happy to have you. Life gets busy. Of course, it would be it'd be tough to assume and expect everybody to watch every single stream. But of course, if you missed them, you can go back fantastically with all those chapters. It's pretty much impossible, I guess, at this point for anybody new to catch up. But if you are new, welcome. Watching right now, later on. Oh boy, I'm excited. Very, very excited. And further, bringing the pain to mono green devotion with this. Their creatures can't block our creatures when we attack. It's also Alpine Moon. I've been loving this. I was thinking of 2 copies because you can shut down a lot of stuff. When it enters, we choose Nykthos, Shrine to Nyx, but then it can only tap for 1 mana of any color. Of course, that's going to be green, but if it's mono green devotion, that really doesn't do anything. So it's one thing, shut it down. Pithing Needle, hey, shut down Karn, shut down Kiora, untapping, whatever makes the most sense. Sorcerer's Spyglass, that's like Pithing Needle, although the opponent has to reveal their hand, so we gain all that information. That could craft what we want to do on the following turns. Are they trying to bluff? Do they have removal? Do they not? You never know. Good stuff, good stuff. Happy to hear, happy to hear. Happy to keep doing this, as always. You know, some nights are a little bit quiet, chat-wise. But maybe your guys are watching, maybe it's in the background, or if you're watching later on, you went to bed early. Good morning, how's it going? Hopefully all is well. It's going to be pretty swell with Sorcerer's Spyglass here, and again, these are permanents. Keep in mind, artifacts, enchantments. These silver bullets that can really bring the pain. A Pithing Needle or Sorcerer's Spyglass, I can name Liliana of the Veil against Mono Black or Rakdos. They're not going to make us discard or sacrifice a creature, so that could be quite nice as well. Shut down a lot of stuff, I must say. Man lands, don't have to worry about a specific man land. A lot of nice matchups, but again, it's permanence. So if we desperately need it, Invasion of Ixalan here can grab that. When it enters the battlefield, look at the top 5 cards. You may reveal a permanent from among them. Chances are I would have enough extra mana after playing this if I grab the Alpine Moon or Pithing Needle or something. And especially nice to have them in game 2 or game 1, just to have a turn 1 play. Quite exciting stuff. Trainix Rex, moving on. I gotta have some of the big scary dinos in there. If I face a control, Azorius, Dimir, you know the classic stuff. That's gonna bring the pain. Back to Nature is, well, still in. Still doing his thing against enchantments as always. Weathered Runestone, it's another silver bullet, kind of like these things. You know, you don't exactly want duplicates. Possibly Sorcerer's Spyglass or Pithing Needle. You can name different stuff. The first thing is a Planeswalker, and then the next is one of their man lands, whatever makes the most sense. But Weathered Runestone, stopping Storm the Festival. Non-land permanents don't enter the battlefield, shutting down all their Storm the Festivals for 2. This could be destroyed by Boseiju Who Endures or some sort of artifact destruction. Hard to say. Oh, JDX, how's it going? Hopefully all is well. Yes. Everyone is doing good. Yeah, starting early today at 8. And I won't be streaming tomorrow night. So Friday night, Saturday night. Friday and Saturday. I'll still post stuff, you know. Dinos are always on the menu, on the agenda. Play some games, show some matches, possibly from my phone, but no, that's okay. That's okay. Maybe it gives you guys a little bit of a chance to catch up, perhaps. Go back and watch the, I guess now, over 400 live streams. Chances are you haven't seen all of them. That'd be pretty sweet if you did. Wow. League of Legends, oh. League of Legends again at some point. Bouncer's Beatdown though. I face a lot of black stuff still, even though it is a decent amount of mono green. This helps against Greasefang, of course. Rakdos, pretty much. I've got lots of big creatures, healthy enough. Chances are to pretty much destroy anybody, I hope. Counter-Strike, oh my goodness. I've always heard about Counter-Strike. I've never played it myself, but you have Half-Life 3. Actual Half-Life 3. That would be something. Actually, if we live to see Star Citizen release as a full game, that would be the day. If anybody doesn't know Star Citizen, open world, space, simulator, MMO, whatever you want to call it, it's raised hundreds of millions of dollars for a game. And it's still in, well, who knows whatever phase it is. I don't know. Not sure how to classify it. Valve can count to 3, or they'll skip over and go to 4 and pretend like something else was the actual 3 when it wasn't. Star Citizen is pretty cool. I played it once, but I'm looking to play the Akroan War more than once. Hey, just another thing to help against mono green, Rakdos, whatever, Steel, Shieldred, make all the creatures attack, although I'm not really too worried about it. If I was just going to attack and win anyways with Magmatic Chasm, it's not like I would need the opponent's creatures to attack and they'd be left open and then I could do a bunch of damage. If this would just do the thing and help get the wins, kind of similar to this, but no. Steal something big, nasty, get another body and get that win, I hope. I thought it was fun. Tried it out. Seemed pretty good. That was like... when was that? My goodness. I'm trying to think when I last played it. 2015? It was probably like 7 years ago. 7 or 8 years ago. Yeah, I liked it. Got a joystick and everything. It's still downstairs in the basement. It was fun. I imagine it got a whole lot better. Maybe. I would hope after 8 years. Yikes. Hey, I can work with this. Absolutely. 2 lands, bunch of stuff for 2. Invasion of Ixalan. Possibly to grab the 3rd land there if we don't draw it. Ooh, we've got something. Your guess is as good as mine. Gruul, I don't know. Gonna grab a source of red, set up for Huntmaster plus Marauding Raptor next turn. Yeah, that's gonna be good. Pardon me. It's some sort of ramping strategy, it appears. Interesting. Yeah, should be good. Possibly able to go Rampaging Raptor plus Shifting Ceratops next turn. Now, hopefully they don't have a whole lot of interaction. Oh yes, it does. Well, at least we still have Marauding. You got to admit, that's pretty good. Rampaging as well. Now the question becomes, do I want Shifting because it's 5? Who would block Rampaging Raptor? I don't think the Lotus Cobra would. They want to preserve that, I'm pretty sure. I'm going to hold back on Rampaging Raptor. Actually, you know what? Let's see what they do with this. At least take out 1 creature, I think. Probably the Arboreal Grazer. Okay. Nah, who needs removal? Well, we do have lots of removal. We remove the opponent's life total. We take it down to 0 because we have so many fantastic bodies that are coming in hot. And potentially, if we deal enough damage here, will we have lethal next turn? Let me think. 4, 4, 3 is 11, and 2 is 13. So we got to deal a bunch of damage here. I'm going to see what they let through. I think they might let through a... Oh, okay. Well, this is interesting. Yes, exactly. Opponent removal is the best removal. 100%. Yes, nice to see people here, I must say. Something combo related, I would think. They have to do it this turn or else they die. So hopefully I didn't just jinx myself. They got something for someone. They are dead. Guaranteed if they don't do it. It's pretty nice. No, it can't go off this turn, definitely. I've always wanted to try something like this, I must say. Huh. Now I could play Magmatic Chasm, or I could just play more. No, we're gonna win. Yeah. Don't worry, you're dead. Dead. Peace out. Oh, look, they're mousing over Magmatic Chasm. Oh my goodness. Pop off, but not enough. Yeah, it's really interesting cut, I must say. But this, yes, there's no interaction. Basically no interaction. It is just Domri. Oftentimes that is a bad idea, I will admit. But I'm going full, completely one direction. Having removal is not a creature. I just want more bodies, as many bodies as possible. And again, there's going to be a very good chance to have lethal. It wouldn't take a whole lot. Rampaging Raptor is 4 and Marauding 2, and maybe have a Shifting. Shifting and Rampage against 9 right there. Domri might increase both of them up to 11. Chances are they could be at 11. Or just play something else, hasty, whatever it is. Yeah. Who needs removal when you can remove the most important part of the game? The opponent's life total. Yeah. No, I just wanted to try something quite a bit different. Crazy. It's a massacre, I hope. But yes, let's make sure I sideboard. I'm getting sidetracked. Okay. Just a bunch of creatures. Huh? A Crow-Noir, I guess, would be good to steal. Yeah. Seems alright. Okay, it definitely was nice. I said good game. They're like, oh yeah, no, that's a little premature. Not so much. 1 in a red. Effectively, creatures you control cannot be blocked this turn. That's pretty good. Maybe it's just a random Gruul ramping hodgepodge mismatch. Really should have played Castle Embereth there. I forgot, but. Ooh, Winota. I remember. I remember Winota. Not so much fondly, but yeah. I beat Winota a little bit before she was banned in Historic here on Arena. That was rough stuff. Flame Sweep was my classic thing to use against her. 2 in a red, instant speed, 2 damage to each creature. All the creatures were usually dinky little non-humans, and I took them out, and oftentimes she got nothing, which was pretty sweet. And it does definitely seem a 5-color rampy soup sort of list. Well, I definitely want another Drover, that's for sure. Invasion of Ixalan. We'll grab another land. Hopefully it is a mountain to have Castle Embereth enter untapped. Oh, that's a forest. Okay. We'll make that work. Winota did not lose a whole lot. She won quite a bit. Yeah, man, just some interesting ramping shenanigans going on. Play a bunch of ramp and don't do a whole lot. Huh? Morog coming down next turn is going to be pretty fantastic, I must say. Boom. Oh, I'm just excited. Castle Embereth next turn. We'll see. We might be able to make a nice surprise. Yeah. Yes. Oh, I see that. They got some stuff. They have to do enough damage to take us out. Oh, no, they don't. Okay. All we need is Magmatic Chasm. We're almost a quarter of the way through, so you would hope to see a Magmatic Chasm at least. Well, we're more than a quarter of the way through because these 4 cards at the very bottom were from Invasion of Ixalan, so more than a quarter of the way. All right, all right. Shifting Ceratops for sure. No, use that Karplusan Forest. Stomping Ground? Well, I guess. Let me think. What will they do to who? I can give Shifting Haste. True, true. You know what? We're just going to play some stuff. And we'll set up for that Magmatic Chasm to kill him. And it would kill him. But hopefully we're not dead this turn. I'm just crossing my fingers we see it. Theoretically, we should see at least the first Magmatic Chasm coming up anytime now. They kill the thing. We still have lethal. We attack once with Magmatic Chasm first, and they can't block, and then we play a land, and we untap, and it's 100% lethal. I would only need 2 creatures, actually. Pretty much just Morog, almost. Oh, they're calculating. They got to go for it because they think, well, we might do something nasty next turn. It's not the case quite yet, but it is going to be a lot of damage. Okay, who can block who? Who do I want to block who? That is the question. Somebody has to block Questing Beast or Cavalier of Thorns. Yeah. Well, I might as well take out Questing Beast. Definitely. Okay. Oh, Magmatic Chasm. Let's see it. Ooh, that's not Magmatic Chasm. Nuts. Okay, okay. Nah. Nah, we're not going to make it work. Rampaging Ferocidon definitely would have been nice. Chipping away. Just, yeah. Unfortunately, didn't see one of the 4 copies. That's how it goes sometimes. A Crone War as well would be quite nice. Yeah, they pretty much just play some creatures, I play some creatures, and we see how it goes. Pretty simple. Scary. Scary potential. Oh, not that. Oh, not that. 1 land to 1 land. Oh. One land, 1 land, 1 land. Nuts. Well, that's how she goes. I'll try one more mulligan, unfortunately. Oh, my goodness. Well, can't win them all. Well, it was quick. It was quick, I must say. Nuts. Nuts. Right. I was quite surprised to see that. I was kind of scratching my head. I thought it was elementals, maybe 4-color Omnath elementals running rampant in Modern, I hear. Scary, scary stuff. Got about my sparkling water. Coconut pineapple. Ooh. What's it going to be? Mono green devotion. Let's see it. Arum Wiz. Oh, 1 again. My goodness. All right, all right. We finally got a hand with more than 1 land. Oh, this is good. Very nice indeed. Have to send one to the bottom. Well, Karplusan Forest. Rockfall Vale as the first land. Craig Crown Pathway, no. Maybe Timber Crown Pathway as the second. Don't have a turn one play, of course. Rockfall Vale is not the third, or there's Mono Green Devotion. Okay, okay.
Oh man, tough stuff.
Yeah. Well, hopefully we can bust through this. I think so. Or maybe it's vehicles. Okay, no, it is. Oh boy, here goes nothing. Don't exactly need more lands. Shifting Ceratops, hasty. Taking Kiora down. Do I want to do that? Nah, I'll hit him for 5. They didn't play a whole lot. Hopefully it's not Cavalier of Thorns, but this could be. Nah, Cavalier of Thorns coming in. That's just how it goes sometimes. You see no lands, you get a hand. That is pretty nice, and then you just get more lands. More than you kind of want, unfortunately. Oh, a Morog. Beautiful. Can't play Morog next turn, but Rampaging Ferocidon is going to be pretty fantastic for the aggression, I must say, against Mono Green. They haven't done a whole lot. We get to continually sneak, well, at least this turn, sneak some damage through, taking them down to 12, and then pinging whenever a creature enters the battlefield. We might not live too long. They don't have Nykthos yet, which is a pretty good positive. Hopefully it's no fighting stuff, though. We could almost kill them. If they have enough creatures enter, they're going to go down to super duper low. Especially if I had fighting. It could be nice making Rampaging Ferocidon super big, take something out, and they wouldn't want to take that damage, but they would also have to block with 2 creatures or take that damage, because it does have menace. Oh, there's the pings. Magmatic Chasm coming in strong. Oh, no. That's also quite nice indeed. You know, I like it. Now, who's going to block who? Nobody's blocking Rampaging Ferocidon, that's for sure. So at least 3 would get through. Cavalier would block Shifting. Polychronos would block Regisaur. No, we're not doing that. No. I just had to work through it just to see if maybe we could get some nice bits of damage. But if we get Magmatic Chasm, we win. And that's pretty sweet. And it's coming up soon, hopefully. I mean, they could get Karn, and, well, then we're definitely dead. But it's pretty nice. We have 4 copies of a thing that we just win, as long as a couple bodies stick around. Kind of rough they got another Nykthos. Of course, that's how it sometimes goes. They play one, tap it, make some mana, storm the festival, or whichever, and they get a second copy. Karma would be rough. I don't think they want to attack. It's a little bit of a staring contest at this point. It would not be wise. Keep pinging them. Morog next turn, possibly. Although that's still... Oh, okay, yeah. Keep doing that. Keep doing that. We pretty much just turtle until Magmatic Chasm and... Phew! Hopefully this is the game that happens. It certainly would be nice to have a good example of exactly what I was wanting to feature. Portal to Phyrexia. Probably. Make a sacrifice 2 creatures. Gonna be a little bit rough. Oh boy, here goes nothing. No portal. No portal. I was thinking maybe 2 Magmatic Chasms, 3. I wouldn't want to see them much, but I want to see it as often as humanly possible, and I'm still not seeing it quite yet. Oh, Pterosaurus, I know. We draw 1 specific card, Magmatic Chasm, we win. How about that? How about not that? Sacrificing 3 creatures, they'll leave us with... It's got to be Rampaging Ferocidon. If I draw Magmatic Chasm, Shifting and Regisaur would finish them off. A total of 9. I don't think they'll play any other creatures. How it's got to be. Yeah, mono green doing its mono green stuff. We might not be dead. We have an actual out. If I wasn't playing Magmatic Chasm, I would have, of course, packed it in long ago. Well, that's pretty cool. I guess life gain actually is not the greatest thing in the world. That will do us in. And we'll wait and see what we get. Still might be able to make the magic happen. Certainly can't kill him with just Shifting and Regisaur, but, well, might get something interesting. I hope. No more land. Well, maybe 1 land for Morog. Oh, another Karn. Huh. Oh, that's very nice. I guess we just sit here and potentially watch them play basically everything they have. Well, you know what I'm bringing in from the sideboard? Cityscape Leveler. Okay, well, I'm definitely not doing that. Well, they just they did their classic stuff, barfing. All of it. Pithing Needle. No more Karn. Alpine Moon. No more Nykthos. A Crowan War. Well, I'm going to steal the big stuff. That's the plan. Morog? Man. I'd rather steal their things instead. Alright. Got the Crowan Wars in, so the opponent, of course, loses a creature, we gain a creature. Pretty nice. I trimmed some drovers, so I lost some creatures, but I got the Crowan War, which is going to get me creatures. I'll keep it. Well, that looks pretty good. Certainly plenty of land, something for 2, 3, and 4. Decent. Hopefully Invasion of Ixalan can grab the Alpine Moon. I'll be crossing my fingers for that. It would be nice to make sure we shut down Nykthos early. And hope that the Alpine Moon isn't destroyed by Basage Boo. It's always waiting in the wings. Oh! Okay. Hey, that's how good I am at the deck. I just name the card and I get it. It materializes. Either the top card or the top few. Exciting. Definitely Rampaging next turn though. Well, unless they get Nykthos. They can start barfing a lot of stuff, do a bit of setup. Oh, I guess I'm also playing the opponent's deck. I know what I'm doing. I know what has to be done. No Boseiju. Okay. They might not have done a whole lot this turn, but of course that can be quite surprising. Maybe we see Boseiju. That wouldn't be so bad. He had to hit us for one. That's okay. We're going to steal the Old Growth Troll. Now, is this the best turn to steal the Old Growth Troll? It's not really helping Nick, though, so there is no devotion. I say Rampaging. And then we steal the Old Growth Troll next turn, or possibly something bigger. Cavalier of Thorns, of course, would be pretty fantastic. Play a Cavalier of Thorns. Oh. There it is. And it's untapped, of course, so it's nice. We steal it. We can use it as a blocker on the following turns. And all right. Let's get him. I like it. Pretty good. Pretty good. Still just going to hit him. If Rampaging was 4 damage, I'd certainly take out Invasion of Ixalan, but I still want to deal as much as I possibly can. Seems they don't have Boseiju. I think they certainly would have taken out the Alpine Moon if that was the case. What is Karn going to... Oh, Haywire Might to destroy the Alpine Moon. Oh. Cool. 2010 stuff. Okay. What song is this? I should see. Maybe it's one of my new ones. I don't think so. This song might be actually from 2010. Let me scroll and see. 2019 this is from. Well, we're not dead yet. Of course, Karn, the great creator of winds. Magmatic Chasm, well, not so much at this moment. The Rampaging Ferocidon is going to be pretty nice, though. Of course, we can't attack with the one of them. Maybe they attack us with a bunch of stuff. We'll see. Possibly Rampaging Ferocidon is, well, both of them are going to ping just enough. Play another creature next turn, something like that. Yes, definitely race them before they stabilize. We unfortunately haven't done a whole lot in this particular game. Sky Sovereign certainly is pretty darn fantastic. That is a flying creature if they crew it, of course, so it could block after we play Magmatic Chasm. Yeah. I'll take it, see what I get. Well, that's probably it. Sky Sovereign is would have finished us off. We were at 4. Shifting could have blocked potentially, but still wouldn't have done a whole lot. They had enough bodies to get the job done. Oh yes, definitely Victor. That is a good point. Yeah, play one thing, you get 2 things. Regisaur. I think the one time I cast it, it was Regisaur Alpha and Ghalta, potentially. Or I got Regisaur Alpha and then I was able to play Ghalta from my hand. Some sort of mixture like that. Press the enemy. It's blue. I probably won't use it. Let's get back into the action. See how much mono green I face. Definitely, I will revisit Storm the Festival at some point down the line. I've got years coming up. It will happen. Jund, 5-color rainbow dinos, always a fun time. Claw Kanoto. Oh my goodness, that is wacky, 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 wacky. Okay, well, it only took one mulligan. That is good. I'll send Regisaur to the bottom. I kind of have a sneaky suspicion bad stuff is going to happen here. It looks like it's going to be control Azorius. Oftentimes they use Kahira as a creature because they have no other creatures. Each creature card in their deck is a cat, elemental, nightmare, dinosaur, beast. Technically each creature is, but well, they just don't have creatures, so you get the idea. Hopefully they don't have removal for Marauding. I would like to go Drover, Rampaging, we'll see. Censor coming up, March of Otherworldly Light. Something is about to happen. You can be guaranteed of that. What is the question? Gonna try for Rampaging. That would certainly draw out whatever they're holding up. Gets around Censor, but maybe not other stuff. Oh, very good indeed. This is nice, I must say. Now we can freely go Drover. We don't have to worry about them responding, taking out Marauding. Marauding may have been the only dino we had, and then Drover would have also died because it would go back to a 1-1, and it was dealt 2 damage, so it is just dead. Hopefully it's not temporary lockdown. We would only lose Rampaging though, which is nice. Or we would still have Rampaging, I should say. It is a lot of nice little bodies. Yeah. That's okay. We don't gain life, but they weren't going to be dealing a whole lot to us anyways. Yeah. Actually, I still think they have some sort of counter, the Censor or whatever. If I tried to play Rampaging Raptor, I think they would have done it in. Hopefully not a sweeper next turn. Hopefully the forced land, of course, go Rampaging, recover a little bit, keep up that aggression, potentially. Ping them. When they cycle, they dig for the sweeper, or possibly the forced land. Oh boy. Nuts. Ah. Now the question becomes, is it Settle the Wreckage? We always got to keep that in mind. We can kill them. Maybe they have Wandering Emperor, so with the creatures I have out, they're not going to die. But with this, they will. Shifting, I would have to tap Drover just to give it haste. Rampaging. We're going to do... No. Use that forest. No. Check your auto tapper. I think it is just the Wandering Emperor, hopefully. Oh, absolutely. The Raptor is fantastic. I continue to love it. Do some damage, maybe take out a Planeswalker or whatever. There it is. They have to get rid of Rampaging Ferocidon, or else they gain no life. Oh, they just die. I didn't bother doing the math because I was going to attack with everything anyways, get them as low as possible. But yeah. Very, very nice finish, yes. I think, Wandering Emperor, 100%. She is much more common than Settle the Wreckage. Wandering Emperor is just the best all the time. You don't have to feel bad starting off with this. You play it at the very least. If you're facing off in a mirror match, you just make a bunch of samurais and you make them bigger. Something like that. But they might have it in the sideboard. You never know. I have seen it here and there, so it's always on the back of my mind. However, we took them down and I had a Magmatic Chasm in my hand, which that's pretty good. Certainly, of course, this is the most straightforward, simple cut. Take it out. Bring in Tyrannix Rex. And Pithing Needle. Sorcerous Spyglass. I have been thinking of upping, again, Sorcerous Spyglass to multiple copies. It shuts down multiple planeswalkers. The first one might stop the Wandering Emperor. I play this, I see it in their hand, I name the Wandering Emperor, I play a second Spyglass, and I name Hall of the Storm Giants. It can't be made into a creature, so it is quite nice. You check if they have counter spells or removal or that Settle the Wreckage. Yes, the Lay Down Arms version cut. Anything else? Well, nothing else really. Certainly like to keep Domri. Rampaging. 2 Rampagings. I might like to gain a little bit of life from Lay Down Arms, but they don't have a whole lot of creatures. Yeah, I had to cut something somewhere. Ghalta possibly could have been the thing, but I always like to have 1 copy at least of the Queen. Usually. A nice, flashy finish potential. They think they're safe, and then all of a sudden I draw Ghalta, boom, I get them. We'll see if we get them this one, though. They're on the play, so let the source of blue. What's it going to be? What would they counter more? I don't think they would counter Invasion of Ixalan. They'd wait to see something nasty. Okay. It doesn't seem like they have a counter. That happened almost instantaneously, so we might be safe. It could be Absorb. Okay. They just have Kahira as the companion and Kahira in the sideboard. Huh. Interesting. Yes, definitely Regal Carousel could be something. I faced off against it once, I believe. Pretty sure. Oh, so they got the kitty cat sideboard. Okay, now we know what is up. Certainly seems pretty good. Kind of makes me wish I kept in Magmatic Chasm, because all these cats, of course, are on the ground. Cats can't fly. Shifting can get haste. That's about the best bet. Would Leland War Leader block? I don't know. But I'm going to try to attack Invasion of Ixalan. Okay. That could be nice. Oh yes. Brimaz. I know of Brimaz. Not too much though, but it's pretty good. Yeah. This will be interesting. I've never really faced so heavily cats in the sideboard. Game 2 if it is against sort of a mid-rangey list. I'm excited. But the Vigilance, that is rough stuff. I haven't really used Kahira myself in Dinos. Kahira gives Dinosaurs Vigilance +1/+1. It is a very nasty package. We'll take out 1 cat here. Well, we know what they are. Certainly seems like we might go down. 2 Brimaz, 3 Carousel. Huh. Okay. Let me see. X is going to be nice. Invasion of Ixalan. I just want to land for the turn, then Shifting Ceratops at least. Something with 5 power. possibly trade with that Leonin Ward Leader. Another thing with 5 power, I should say. Okay. It's very interesting. I think they have something that gives them indestructible. Never mind. I just had a brain freeze, a brain fart. I was like, oh, I'm gonna go to blockers. Oops. Okay, Magmatic Chasm. The Crowan War. Of course, they could have counter spells to protect their stuff. Pithing Needle. Well, I guess I'll trim that. Spyglass. If they're going to keep everything as is, keep the Rampaging Ferocidons, Tranix Rex, trim it. Yeah, we're on the play. Hopefully we can get more bodies because of that and get the Magmatic Chasm and smack them. Yeah. Oh, that looks beautiful. No Magmatic Chasm, of course, but plenty of lands. The single copy of the Queen. This could be mean. This hand might be a dream. Hopefully no more lands. Well, maybe 1 or 2 mixed in there. Oh, we're getting somewhere. I like it. If they don't get rid of Huntmaster, we could get Marauding Raptor down quite nicely. Lay down arms. Now, at least we did gain 3 life. That's not nothing. Yeah, I still want Marauding. Yeah, it must be. It must be Victor. Haven't seen it a whole lot, but it seems to be, well, somewhat popular. What might they counter? I think they would counter Rampaging Ferocidon. Big time. Not Invasion of Ixalan. Grab a 5th land or another Rampaging. A lot of things could be quite nice. Yeah, another land. Let's do it. Draw out a counter spell. Okay. 1 less make disappear. Good. Chip away at invasion there, I hope. There's no lay down arms. Maybe there is. Well, that's also pretty good too. Yeah. Oh, they exiled a Regal Carousel. Interesting. Some played Denick. I have seen Denick before, yes. I must say. Hopefully we get a body or something. It's interesting, to say the least. Shifting, of course, dodging counter spells. They know that's coming up, so they're going to kind of prepare for it, be aware for it, and hopefully not have anything for it. A 2/2 shark. That's not so bad. Form of the Dinosaur. Yes, I've never done anything with Form of the Dinosaur. I think it's high time. Of course, the card has been out as long as dinos have been a somewhat thing. Kind of forgot about it, really. Good. Oh, at least they don't have instant speed removal for the belligerent Regisaur. Maybe they sweep us. Hopefully that's not the case, but haven't seen any cats yet. Interesting. They got something for somewhat. They know other stuff is waiting in the wings. It is. It's the threat of threats. Now, the question is, which threat to go first to burn whatever they have, if they have something? Rampaging. Let's try for it. Or they were waiting for us to cast a spell, then respond and... Okay, no. Not. Ghalta then. That's got to make something happen. They have the Wandering Emperor. It must be. Let's do it. Let's see what it is. Okay. I wanted to get her out. Out in the open. We still deal some damage. Maybe we lose belligerent Regisaur, although... No, they'll definitely exile Shifting Ceratops, 100%. The token can't block shifting. I don't think they would want to do that. We'll see. Oh, no, that's good. Actually, no, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. We still don't lose belligerent Regisaur. It's got in this... Oh, the opponent has goofed up. Beautiful. I like it. That had to be a goof. Maybe. Or they just sweep us here. I don't know. That's how it goes. I still figured they'd keep with a ton... Okay, well... ton of cats, play the cats, and that doesn't seem to be the case. Maybe they took some cats out and then they brought in more sweepers because we would get more creatures online. They switched it up, then they switched it up once again. Can pretty much play any creature at this point. I'm definitely wishing I still had Tyrannix Rex somewhere in the mix. Well, we're not dead yet. Certainly not doing a whole lot. Well, we'll see. We'll see. It's not quite good game, but well, you never know. Probably that's it. Yeah, that does tend to do the trick when you just draw land. So you're kind of seeing I have lots of stuff for 2. The times that I have used 16 things for 2, Thunderherd Migration, Invasion of Ixalan, Huntmaster, Marauding, it was just so much of a little bit of rampy things, and it wasn't enough of actual meaty spells. Oh, excuse me. Meaty spells, meaty creatures. We'll see if I continue with Drover or go back to 12 things for 2, 3 play sets, or whatever mixture you want, and taking out Drover, replacing that with something a little bit more impactful. We'll see. I haven't tried it yet. No, not yet, Victor. I think so. It's hard to go back and remember. There has been so many times, but that could be a very good possibility. I hadn't considered that fact, actually. I just kind of go through them, keep going. I do like to compare, of course, but that's something to think about. I'll be pondering that. But that is a good hand. I like it. Mono Green Devotion the second time again tonight. Let's see that Magmatic Chasm. Not. Oh, it is. Huh. Interesting. I don't know if Seed of Hope is a regular thing in Mono Green Devotion. This is my first time seeing it. Okay. Should be good next turn. Marauding plus Shifting, possibly Ghalta the turn after that. And, well, looks like they're going to be barfing a bunch of elves, at least. Huh. Well, that's okay, too. Yeah, Ghalta next turn. I'm loving this. I'm just going to go straight for the face. Rampaging Ferocidon for 1. Ghalta for 2. Yeah, 70. I could see that. I do remember it being very good. Oh, look at that. A land and an elf. Very, very nice indeed. They still might do some nasty stuff, but that's about the best you can hope for. Apart from a whiff. Doesn't really happen too much. Oh, no. Definitely got him there. We won't get nearly as lucky, I would imagine. That was few and far between, stuff like that. But it is very nice to see, I must admit. I want to keep it the same. Pithing Needle. 1 Pithing Needle. Want to bring in those 3 pieces, or the 2 things that can shut down a Planeswalker or a Manland or whichever. But then the Runestone to stop Storm the Festival. If I can stop that, it's going to feel very nice. This hand, not so much. No. Okay, we're getting there. Definitely send more up to the bottom. That's the costliest thing, of course. And we'll get Invasion of Ixalan and more lands. Good, so I may not need to grab a land with this. It could be something a little bit more impactful with a little bit more teeth. Bunch of elves. Where's the sweeper when you need it? My goodness. Oh, good. Weathered Runestone. There you go. Hopefully it's no Storm the Festival. They won't have 6, so... Well, we'll see if I want to go. I probably want to go with Weathered Runestone, yeah. Could see a Storm the Festival coming up. Alright, hopefully we don't just die. Of course, Polychronos is pretty darn fantastic for 3. Oh, maybe we did stop Storm the Festival. Maybe not. Did they not read what Weathered Runestone does? I guess so. Huh. Well, they got a land, but that doesn't really do a whole lot. Storm the Festival is dead in the water. There you go. It's something. It's not a whole lot. They can still play lots of fantastic creatures, unfortunately. All their good stuff. Yeah, that's not going to do it. No. We got a thing that stopped a thing, but again, you stop one part of Mono Green Devotion, you're probably going to get killed by the other part. They do so many things in different ways, it's difficult. But I still like the silver bullets, grabbing the silver bullets with the Invasion of Ixalan. Just an aspect I want to test out a little bit more than I have. Definitely haven't got the best feel for it yet. Grab a thing that does a painful thing against something. Definitely marauding, rampaging. We're looking pretty good. And we got the Magmatic Chasm, so This might be extra nice. Oh, and Domri. My, oh my. That's a lot of damage. Domri next turn, maybe fight an elf. Invasion of Ixalan at the very least. If I get a 4th land, I can go Domri, Ramp, Invasion. Let me think. I don't really care about taking out creatures. I just want to deal as much damage as possible. Domri could do that. I can grab a land, play Domri, Ramp, and still have 2/4 Magmatic Chasm. That I do like. Play both Invasion of Ixalans, grab whatever. Doesn't have to be a land. I'll grab a land. And maybe kill him next turn. Almost. Six, 8, pretty close. We gotta deal just a little bit more damage, or play a creature. We could just play Regisaur Alpha, and then on the next turn kill him. They don't have a Nykthos. We're in a pretty good position. They don't have quite enough aggression to finish us off. I think we're gonna smoke them. All right. Let's do it. Okay. We just have to survive. 1, 2. Okay. Maybe they get some whiffs. Cross your fingers. Here goes nothing. Never mind. Well, almost had him. Close. Cityscape Leveler. Well, that is interesting. Okay. Maybe we do have a chance. 2 elves, very good. Very good. Oh boy. Oh my goodness. Oh, is that? Oh, and Castle Embereth. Okay. 7, 9. Oh, we have exactly lethal. 4, 3, 7. Marauding is 2, 9. Domri adds another 3 power. 12. Domri, Magmatic Chasm, dead. Oh. Do you expect to win against Mono Green Devotion when you're staring down this? No. But Oh boy, I'm excited. This is nice. This is what it's all about. Even if it just happens once. That's okay. Oh. That's the match of the night. Is that pretty good? That's pretty good. You don't have to care about anything they're doing as long as you get just enough bodies and power. Oh, well, hey, I see that confetti. Very good. Oh, we got 100%. So we got some emotes going in the chat. I like that. Yeah. I was certain that they were going to get Portal to Phyrexia. Maybe it's not in the sideboard. It's very strange that they didn't grab Portal to Phyrexia. We would have had to sacrifice 3 creatures instead of just losing Regisaur, so... Oh, definitely. And much faster. It could be faster. I think... where is it? Maybe we'll look at the list. We'll go into a midstream deck chat. Some of you guys missed the intro, but hey, that's at least pretty legitimate. Boros Convoke, Gruul Convoke, some stuff actually does use Magmatic Chasm. Only a couple cards in the sideboard, but if I'm often facing Mono Green Devotion, it's on the ground. Rakdos midrange, on the ground. I may not have a whole lot of creatures against Rakdos midrange, so maybe it doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but still, there's more stuff on the ground than in the air. Gotta admit. Hello, Five Ways. Maybe you didn't catch that? Just stomping, as I said, as I hoped at least once tonight. Mono Green Devotion swarmed the battlefield, and it did not matter. It was perfect. But yes, going more aggressive. Maybe I don't even need Morog. Of course, I love the art. I love the creature, what it does. It's something that gets a bunch of power on the board. If I draw land, I turn it into definitely winning. Maybe I only need to deal 12 damage, and I just have Morog. And I have Magmatic Chasm in my hands. But then I draw land for the turn. Oh, that's still not enough. No. I go Magmatic Chasm, I attack with Morog, I deal 7 damage because Morog is going to give +1/+0 to itself. Then I play the land that I just drew in the second main phase. Morog untaps and finishes them off with just this. So it wouldn't take a whole lot. Just a Shifting Ceratops maybe. I need to deal 10 damage and I have a Morog, I play it. But I can't attack with it because it doesn't have haste. That's fine. Oh, pretty art. This is pretty much my most favorite art, except for the game day promo of Ghalta, which I still haven't got, and they haven't released on Arena yet. That I know of. I've been looking every single day for 4 years. It's probably about 4 years now. Haven't seen it whatsoever. Coming up though, I hope. But yeah, something more aggressive. I think Rampaging Ferocidon again does make quite good sense. Oh, a deck based on Morog, 100%. Maybe 2 copies. I don't know that I'd want to go 3 or 4. I've done Morog before a year ago, maybe a year and a half ago. But it seems like a fantastic one of. It's not like having a single copy in is really going to hurt the entire game plan. It just helps everything out. Make everything more powerful and turn the painful flood late game into potential winning. Playing this in the second main phase, more aggression. The opponent thinks we don't have them, and I attack and they let a little bit of damage through with some creatures, and they're like, ooh, that's okay. And boom, the land enters the battlefield. In our second main phase, everything untaps and we finish them off. I could see myself cutting Alpine Moon, Pithing Needle, Sorceress, Spyglass. Do away with anything that could bring specific hate. Continue to focus on this. Perhaps go all in, and I mean, if it does enough against enough decks, maybe that's alright. Oh yes, bunch of ramp for sure. Morog, certainly. I was held off with Morog a little bit there. I had to wait a few turns to even play it. 6, of course, is, well, it's pretty rough. We don't get the cost reduction of Huntmaster, Marauding. Definitely. Oh, there is one creature. It doesn't power everything up, but Zalortha. No, that's not how you spell it. One second. We'll get there. Okay. We've all seen Zalortha, used Zalortha, I imagine. If you haven't, lethal damage dealt to creatures you control is determined by their power rather than their toughness. That's pretty good. Of course, Domri normally gives +1/+0. Effectively, it's like Domri's giving +1/+1. If a creature is even power. Rampaging Raptor would be a 5/4 with Domri, but for lethal damage, Rampaging Raptor is now kind of like 5/5. It could be infinite combat steps. I haven't really considered that, or just even more than one extra combat step. But yeah, just a bunch of combat steps. Might as well get me out of a sticky situation. I have, again, like I'm saying, one creature out and then I draw Morog, or I play Morog and then I get a land, and naturally if I want a bunch of lands, or at least a couple more to play this a little more consistently, it wouldn't be so bad to see more. If, again, I'm flooded, that could be the way to win also. So, out of a sticky situation. But a landfall-centric deck. Maybe. I've always wanted to do something with Lotus Cobra. Of course, that does die to Marauding. I don't know. That's a lot to think about. But Zilortha, though. Some way to make things faster. Of course, Rampaging Raptor has haste. Shifting could get haste. Regisaur gives everybody haste. Ghalta is big, and chances are Ghalta will have haste. Perhaps it could mean cutting this. The idea with Rampaging, of course, pinging creatures, if it doesn't make sense to attack and I don't have lethal, or I'm waiting on Magmatic Chasm. If I'm waiting around, this is going to do the trick and chip away, bring the opponent lower, but perhaps there could be maybe a better option for that. Oh, I love Brushfire Elemental, Lotus Cobra, just general Elemental Tribal, like this is tonight, or Dinosaur Tribal. Yeah, we'll see. Maybe next April Fools. It's a long way off. And I'll call it Elementary, my dear Dino. I'll teach Elementals how to play a tribal deck like I play Dinos and bring the pain. Maybe. I don't think I'll get quite as lucky as this past April Fools with the Azorius Spirits. I beat an actual Azorius Spirits deck, a regular list. That was fun. Never would have guessed that. Well, we'll see. We're facing off against 5-color Fires of Invention, Enigmatic Incarnation, I would assume. Usually that's what this means. We don't have any enchantment destruction, but this opponent oftentimes does have a lot of creatures on the ground. Elish Norn, Mother of Machines, and Omnath, and Kenrith, and all those. So we still might be able to surprise him with that Magmatic Chasm. Certainly not quite as good. And well, we're going to eat a Leyline Binding. Not quite. No, it costs 3. It costs 3. They only have 3 types of lands. Or the Stomp. That's all right. Or it's just Karuga, nothing 2 or less. I don't know. 5-color Karuga not fires. Your guess is as good as mine. Play Domri, ramp with him. Maybe Domri goes down to another stomp from another Bone Crusher Giant, plus the 2 damage from the Goblin there. Hopefully that's not the temporary lockdown. Very, very good stuff. It's always nice to... Where is it? Always nice to see that be sent away. Okay, there it is. There it is. What are they getting for 4 is the question. You just never know, because you can have any sort of interesting creatures. Usually it's pretty much all... Oh, okay, that was good. Heliod. Returning the thing they sacrificed. Very, very nice indeed. Karuga does stomp mono green. Yes, absolutely. Now, can we make some good stuff happen is the question. Do I like shifting? Well, invasion? Can make a total of 5 mana. I'm not going to be fighting, so of course Domri will ramp with the good buddy. I'm going to go shifting. And hope we survive. Of course, we've got 2 Back to Natures. It actually has been quite some time since I faced 5-color Fires, Enigmatic Incarnation. It was quite popular probably about a month ago. Yeah, Touch the Spirit Realm. We may not be touching a win this game, unfortunately. Yeah. Ouch. That's pretty good. When they flip Heliod here to Heliod the Warped Eclipse, they can cast spells as though they had flash. I don't like that. And spells they cast cost 1 less to cast for each card our opponents have to... Oh boy. This is going to go downhill real quick. I probably should pack it in right now. I'll see what I draw next turn though. Or does Delish? Invasion of Ixalan is completely turned off. It enters the battlefield. We would normally grab something, but not so with Elesh Norn. Weathered Runestone, actually. That does help quite a bit with Enigmatic Incarnation. They put the card onto the battlefield. It's not like it gets exiled and then they can cast it. That gets around Weathered Runestone, but specifically Enigmatic Incarnation reads sacrificed enchantment's mana value, put that card onto the battlefield. So it simply would go from the library to the battlefield. We would stop that particular aspect of the deck. Sorcerer's Spyglass, we could turn off Kenrith, potentially. I'll turn Morog. Rampaging Ferocidon, might gain a little bit of life. Of course, Kenrith, if they get that down, they might try to gain a bunch, so that could be nice, stopping them gaining 5, 10, 15 life a turn. Don't want them to stabilize too much, but again, I do like that Magmatic Chasm. Lots of stuff. Most of the stuff is on the ground, so if I can see enough creatures, hopefully. The Acrone War, of course, could steal something, but if they get Elesh Norn, no, that doesn't happen, sadly. I don't think. It's as it enters. As it enters, you add a lore counter, so it's not like when a Acrone War enters the battlefield, you put the counter on. I'm pretty sure this would get around Elesh Norn. Nah, I'll leave it like that. I want to lock in the changes, of course. I have to bring in Back to Nature. I don't want to miss locking that in, or else we're probably also done for once again. Nuts. Yeah, Weathered Runestone, stop Enigmatic Incarnation, and hope they don't have the Leyline Binding to get rid of it. It can get rid of any permanent, I believe. I'll play it. I don't have another play this turn. Of course, I'm not going to go with the Chasm. Might as well get it out. Maybe Runestone eats a Leyline Binding. That's okay. Could be nice that Runestone eats the Leyline Binding and perhaps save something else. Perhaps we see it on Domri here, unfortunately. Or they bounce him. Oh, never would have guessed. Okay. Back to Nature. You can. Oh, hey, just hashtag pre-recorded. There you go. At least one moment tonight. So maybe they have another Leyline Binding. That's okay. Get rid of lots of stuff. Protect it against their future sweepers. Very nice of them to do that. They sweep, and then I go with this, and then I get my stuff back, and they may just die. Love it. Something's gonna happen, I think. Interesting. It's nice we have a Domri waiting in the wings. It could be Enigmatic Incarnation, but again, if they play it and they sacrifice Leyline Binding, they're not going to get anything. They have to deal with the Runestone first. Okay. I'm not going to bother attacking. I've got the Magmatic Chasm. We'll wait until at least there's a few creatures out. They have to have another binding and go with that first. So that's going to destroy the Ruin Stone. Okay. Or that. Nuts. We still got some power. Ooh, Rampaging Ferocidon. Very good as well. That's going to do the trick. Chip away a little bit. We can almost kill him. Domri would get us to 11 if they don't do anything. I think they'll still do more enchantment related stuff. We'll wait to pop this back to nature here, and I'd be surprised if they, well, maybe they play more creatures. That chips away at them. Rampaging brings them closer to death. Oh, good. Keep playing stuff. I like it. Yeah, attack. And oh, no. Okay, they could be dead. Ooh, not quite. Let me see. Well, they certainly could kill us next turn. 5, 4, so. I could just attack with Rampaging with the Magmatic Chasm. That's an option. Take them down to 9. Leave some creatures to block at least this golem something. You know what? Let's do that. Let's try for it. I'll leave 2 behind. They could do some enchantment that, you know, might deal with one creature, take out another, and then kill us. We'll see. If they can't do much to anybody, we'll get them. They can't gain life. Oh. I think we got them. They're dead. They can do one thing for one. Woo. Boom. Peace out. Oh my goodness. I like it. That does the trick. Play 1. Get through some damage. Leave blockers behind if you don't feel safe. Okay. Yes, very good game indeed. I'm just happy. I knew it would work out at least a few times, but some very good examples. Double Magmatic Chasm. Chip away just enough. Finish them off. Paulo, how's it going? Hopefully all is well. It's going good. Hopefully your work is going nice. Work for me is, well, it's pretty busy at the moment, but still pretty good. Ghalta, I'll trim Ghalta, bring in the Akroan War. Yeah. I want the potential to steal something nice. But yeah, it's life is good, still playing dinos, doing my dino thing. Winning. Taking down Mono Green Devotion, especially, that was fantastic. Maybe make this list more aggressive if, you know, there is some potential way to do that. Hard to say, of course, but I'll look at it. No leyline binding, which is very nice. I'm gonna try for Huntmaster. Maybe it dies to Stomp. If it lives, we're looking good. Very good. No Stomp. Could be leyline binding. Leyline binding for 1. Yeah. they've got a mountain, plain, swamp, forest, and an island. So it's leyline binding for one, and maybe something else for someone else. Try for Marauding and Invasion of Ixalan. Actually, Marauding and Rampaging might be nice. Marauding and Shifting. I would like Marauding to stick around, actually. I think they'll use the leyline binding on Shifting instead of Marauding. If it was Marauding and Rampaging, I think they would have used it on Marauding. It's coming up. 1 white. Oh my goodness. Who would have guessed? That's alright. Maybe they would have done leyline binding on whichever creature I gave haste to, Marauding or the Shifting. Oh yes, some very new stuff, some very good stuff. Apollo, 100%. Magmatic Chasm. All the stuff on the ground can't block my dinos that are on the ground. Oh boy. Oh well, there. We got Shifting back. Atraxa. Interesting. It's not all over. Shifting can stay behind. We can give Shifting reach to block Atraxa, and Atraxa does not deal any damage to Shifting because of the protection from blue, so they don't gain any life. We could hold Shifting back, always have reach as we build up bodies, and then we just smoke them, which we can kind of do right here. If they don't do something nasty next turn, we will smoke them. We play Regisaur. Let me think about this. I'll do as much damage as I can with Rampaging Ferocidon, yes. Although they don't gain any. Never mind. I got Rampaging, so it stops the life gain from Atraxa. If they don't do something big and nasty next turn, we will get them. Very busy. Try to find your way, do the best you possibly can, get the job done. I'll reveal Domri. Maybe they want to save something for Domri, but it's not going to matter if that's what they plan to do. They almost have to have a sweeper. They didn't really gain a whole lot of that I care about with Atraxa, so it's kind of went to waste. If they play anything on the ground, Magmatic Chasm would do the trick. Yeah, we'll take 7. That's all right. They want to get rid of Rampaging, I think. Oh, enigmatic. Searching for Elesh Norn when the one sacrifices. Oh, Tolsimir. Ping. That's nice. That's still pretty good. Another Tolsimir. Okay, we're done. That will be a tough one. Regisaur Alpha, I guess. Unfortunately. We're not quite dead yet. Of course, they don't have anything big and large and removal based for Atraxa. If they didn't have Atraxa, we would have been Ataxa. Ghalta could be nice. Ugh. Well. Let me think. Rampaging Raptor, plus Magmatic Chasm. Well, we definitely have to play this, that's for sure. Now, 8. Now they're going to gain 7. No. Can't quite do it. Unfortunately, almost got there. Certainly could have gone completely differently. We know you can take down mono green, you can take down things on the ground. Perhaps adding a little bit more stuff that still kind of supports this idea of playing creatures, being aggressive. A touch more pieces of interaction. Perhaps. Luca, of course, Bound to Ruin. The new one. You ramp with it. You can take out multiple creatures with the -4. Based on the most powerful creature that you have, you get to deal damage to, divided as you choose among creatures or planeswalkers. That could take out Atraxa potentially, but we still might not have something with at least 7 power. Yeah. Also something to keep in mind. But still, Luca can make a creature, which naturally we would want more creatures with Magmatic Chasm, ramp, remove multiple things if we haven't found Magmatic Chasm. Something like that. But I just love this very simple and deadly game plan. Yeah. There's some shining lights tonight. Definitely. Well, that could be good. 3 lands, Rampaging, Drover. This. Although it looks like something Esper control related. Okay. That's alright. We still might do some good stuff. Of course, I imagine Magmatic Chasm is not going to do a whole lot for us in this matchup. Yorion enchantments. Make a sacrifice Drover or flash in something. Yeah. Well, I'll try for Rampaging Ferocidon. Draw out some enchantment. I guess they don't have a whole... Oh, yes. Omen of the Sea, of course. That would do it. It could be a good Planeswalker. There is a lot of good options, so switching out Morog, bringing in something for 4, something for 5, that can come down a little bit easier, but that is tapped. We could be opening ourselves up to a sweeper. Playing Rampaging Ferocidon wouldn't really do a whole lot for us in this situation. Perhaps. Looks like they might want to kill something. We'll wait and see. And that is pretty fantastic. They cycle the Shark Typhoon for 0. They technically still make a 0/0 Shark. It enters the battlefield Rampaging. What did I say? I would have played Rampaging Ferocidon for nothing. I would have taken 1 and that would have been it. Hopefully Teferi doesn't bounce Rampaging. Oh, it does. Something with haste to take him out. That's something with haste to take him out. Oh, hold up. Oh, phew. The auto tapper almost screwed me over, leaving me with just 2 mountains. That's a no-no with shifting. You want the green to give it haste or trample or reach or whatever. I think I might just smack him. I feel like they'll probably have something that does something to shifting, even though taking them within range of being killed by 1 more shifting attack, they would have gone down to 5. Nah. I didn't want to risk it. Well, here goes a Morog. Now or never. That's got to draw something out. Okay, there we go. There we go. So we hurt their card advantage at the very least with taking out Teferi. Hopefully we don't see another copy of him. It doesn't feel too good not having Tranix Rex. Kind of missed that guy. Maybe it would make sense. It's a big, scary thing. Maybe I would only need one more creature plus Tranix Rex. And then I go Magmatic Chasm and finish him off for 11 or 12. Something still quite reasonable. Yeah. Rampaging it is. Didn't feel like Morog was going to do its thing anyways. If I attacked. I'll test the waters. There we go. Okay. At the very least, we stopped their life gain with Rampaging. Man, that art is beautiful. I want to keep using Morog. Maybe I could switch out Drover of the Mighty for Tranix Rex. You know, sometimes I'm stuck on just ramp and little bodies that, you know, don't feel too good. Late game for sure. Certainly would be nice to see T-Rex right now. Certainly the All-Star is Magmatic Chasm. Going to keep that in. Work around it, whatever that looks like in the coming days or a week. Rampaging is pretty nice. We got to take him down a little bit. Take out Teferi as well. Good stuff. Boom. Really should have powered him up, come to think of it. Let's see. Could have taken him down to 4 instead. That's not too bad. Oh, I almost thought Yorion was on the ground, and then I could go Magmatic Chasm plus Rampaging, deal exactly lethal, and that would have been good. At the very least, I could make the Samurai not be able to block. It could be just Yorion. We would take Yorion out. We'll see what we draw. It might change things up. An invasion. Huh. Get something good. Do I like the Rampaging? Kind of. Chip away if any other creatures enter the battlefield. I don't think that's going to be the case, really, but, well, you never know. Maybe I could use Tyvar's Stand with Magmatic Chasm. I go Magmatic Chasm, nothing can be blocked. I'm attacking with everything. They try to use removal on the biggest thing, and boom, Tyvar's Stand to protect the big thing to definitely get lethal. Make Rampaging Raptor a 10-4, something like that. Ugh. Nuts. Ooh, also nuts. Well, of course you run the risk of something that is really good against some stuff and dead against other things. Maybe this Field of Ruin destroying Stomping Ground is going to lead to us drawing something good next turn. Yeah. Well, we're not dead yet. Pretty close. We're not quite dead. Let's see that Rampaging. Not. Okay. Well, can't win them all. Of course, we know what it is. Magmatic Chasm is out. Morog? Nah. Tranix Rex. Pithing Needle. Sorcerer's Spyglass. Alpine Moon? Alpine Moon. No Ghalta. 3 Drovers. Okay. Very nice. Sorcerer Spyglass. I want to see that early. See all the counter spells, the sweepers, the Wandering Emperor. Very nice against control. Usually I can get pretty good at predicting them, but it's always nice to know maybe everything they have, or if we've played it and then they've drawn a card and they haven't played that card, but most of their information. Any way to have your opponent reveal their hand is pretty good. Hey, I'll take it. Maybe wait and see what they play. Turn off any manland, any planeswalker to fairy, and who knows what. Domri, I think. Actually, Tyrannix Rex. Let's go Tyrannix Rex. Let's make him extra scared. Ooh. We're a long ways off, but they know something big and nasty is about to happen. They're going to stop everything and anything to keep us from getting to that point. Rotting goes down. Or the enchantment. Whatchamacallit? Nothing. Well. Does that mean they have a counter spell? Perhaps it does. I'm going to try for shifting if that's the case. There's no Wandering Emperor. They only have 3 mana. So that's good. The good old Ether Gust. I'm going to send shifting to the bottom. I'm okay with that. I'll leave that Invasion of Ixalan unattacked. If we get a Rampaging Raptor, hopefully we connect, deal 4 damage, send it to it, and I'm going to dig some more. Maybe get a Castle Embereth. But come to think of it, I don't think I added Castle Embereth. A stomping ground. I want to get to 5 just because they got stuff. Try for that Pithing Needle. I'm pretty sure they'll counter it, but oh. Nope, that's not how you spell it. Wandering. Nope, no. Right. Should be pretty good. We got tons of haste. If they somehow have something up or leave it up for Tyrannix Rex, maybe they are forced to use that on Regisaur Alpha. They have another Ether Gust, possibly, waiting in the wings. Hopefully that's not the case. Don't want to do something to someone. Pay the 2 life just in case they have a sensor. Leave that extra mana there. We'll start to draw out whatever it is they have. Okay. Settle the wreckage. So definitely a possibility. Castle Ardenvale making a token to block Marauding. Well, that's also good. We lose Marauding, unfortunately. We still deal a wee bit of damage. Not quite as much as I would like, but we'll get there, I think. Denick, hey. Denick was mentioned previously. Okay, nice to see him. Trying to get them to counter something other than the rampaging. Doesn't seem to be the case. Going to be losing this guy. Not. Well. Should be good. Extra good. Oh boy, this could be, well, if we get a Shifting Ceratops, have 5 mana, can give it haste, finish them off. I think they have a sweeper up their sleeve. They have to have a sweeper since they're attacking with them. We'll lose Huntmaster because that's probably what's going to happen. Oh my goodness. Still pretty good. Hopefully Regisaur survives. Hopefully we get a 7th land next turn for Tyrannix Rex. Okay. They got nothing. Okay, they got nothing for instant speed, red, white stuff for 3 or less. They're cycling because they're desperate, looking for another sweeper, removal, life gain, whatever it is. Oh boy. Teferi, that's not quite it. Gonna get him. Interesting. Land. Oh, that's not a land, but it's still pretty good. That's actually very, very nice indeed. The token would continue through and finish them off. Or they can counter either way. Dead. Oh. Love it.
Because that's why.
Oh, man. Fantastic. Okay. We can get him. That's pretty good. It's not the worst thing in the world. Of course, maybe they counter the Drover. If they don't, it would be nice to be at 4 mana on turn 3. I could go the Huntmaster plus the other Drover, open myself up to a sweeper and feel the pain, but we'll see. Don't need too many more lands, so Invasion of Ixalan might be able to grab something that isn't a land, and Alpine Moon might be helpful. Oh, I almost played Rockfall Vale. What am I thinking? Goodness. A noob. Rockfall Vale again has to be at least the 3rd land. That's alright. We got plays. Plays for days. I still think they'll counter something, but you gotta test the waters. Try the Alpine Moon. Turn off Castle Ventress. Hall of the Storm Giants, actually. Yeah. Yeah, just never have to worry about it. I hope. At the very least, we will get Shifting next turn. Hopefully hasty with Drover of the Mighty there. But they probably have Wandering Emperor. I would expect Wandering Emperor. Let's get something burnt with Huntmaster. See if we draw it out. Test the waters with some of the cheap stuff. See if they have a counter spell for this, or if they let it happen, I think they have Wandering Emperor. Okay. Maybe they don't have it. We have another good body. We have two good things. And I can go both of them at the moment. Shifting for 3, Invasion for 2 is a total of 5. I've got that with Drover. They're getting a little bit desperate. They played Omen of the Sea on their turn. It does have Flash. I think they still had 2 the previous turn. They're getting scared. Oh, and another land to boot. They're not going to do a whole lot for 2. See what happens with Invasion. If they counter it, we still get to go shifting and do some good stuff. Marauding would be nice. Domri. Rampaging Raptor, yeah. Let's do it. Shifting to dodge a potential counterspell. Hopefully not another Ether Gust. We've seen 2 so far. 2, no. That was the previous game. You know what? I'm going to flip Invasion of Ixalan. Hopefully. They wanted to block shifting there, but of course they can't. The shark is a blue creature. Protection from blue. Fly right past it. Run right past it. Oh, they countered. Oh, okay. We cast that, so they could have actually countered it. It's not like it just enters and, well, it happens. We got to draw something out at some point. That's definitely enough creatures on the board to do so. Still get to deal a decent bit of damage. We're well off from Tyrannix Rex, unfortunately, but maybe we get there. Wandering Emperor. Ah. Okay, well, that's all right. They paid 5 to exile a creature. That's not the worst thing in the world. Oh, Yorion. This is not going so good for them. They are tapped out. We don't have anything we can play at the moment. Hopefully, maybe it is another Rampaging Ferocidon or Pithing Needle. What do I want to stop? What do I want to turn off? Do I like to turn off Castle Embereth? Potentially. Have we seen many Teferis? Nah, not so much. Let's go Teferi. I think a Teferi is coming up. That would be nice. Oh, there's the Hall of the Storm Giants. Good. Love it. Oh, one more for Tyrannix Rex. I think they have a spell. They're going to do something that makes a creature. They'll have 2 things that can block. We'll lose Rampaging. I'm pretty sure. Or they're going to pay 3 to sacrifice. No, they don't have 3. They only have 2. No, they have 3. Okay. That's what we'll do. Hope. Those. A 6/6, that is rough. Well, tends to do the trick, I must say. Probably should have brought in Back to Nature, come to think of it, instead of Alpine Moon. Ooh. Ouch. Yeah, that's good stuff from them. Very fantastic. Really sitting on that Tyrannix Rex longer than I was hoping for. I may have to tweak things a little bit if and when I am including that thing, which has haste. It goes along with the hasty aggressive plan, and you play Magmatic Chasm to have the creatures not be able to be blocked. Your creatures. Lots of good stuff tonight. Lots of great moments. Highs, lows, as it often is. Maybe playing that Storm the Festival list at some point. Again, no streaming tomorrow night, Friday, or Saturday night, but Sunday, back at it. I might record some episodes or something after I'm done here. See how it is. Do some behind the scenes things. Lots of stuff going on. Usually always involving this. So if you guys have suggestions for decks or music, if you want the playlist, actually I might finish typing up the text version of the playlist so you guys can copy and paste and find the songs you like quickly and easily. Yeah. All right. Leave it there for tonight. Hopefully all you watching right now, later on, had a good one. Have a good rest of your time zone wherever you are, and hope to see you next time. Peace.